up, so we stay to our left as well, in case we've got more idiots today trying to kill us. Alright, see how we've got these driveways on our left? Just pull over just after the last one, okay? Remember, check your spacing from the curb. There we go. Cool, so now we're just going to run through the park-up procedure for the bike, okay? Make sure you're in first gear before you come to a stop. The reason why we want to be in first gear before we stop is because if there's a car behind us not stopping, we want to be able to take off straight away. Or if that traffic light suddenly goes from red to green, we want to be able to just take off straight away. So if you're stuck in second, or you might be accidentally in neutral, that's extra time that it's going to take us to be able to just get away from the cars behind us. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Alright, so when we're shutting down the bike and parking it up on the side of the road, first things first, indicator off. And now key off, clutch out. Nope. There we go. So, big click there. We've got a rear brake. So now the bike's in gear, the clutch is out. We don't need the brakes anymore, so now we can put our foot down and put the side stand down. Now we can jump off the bike, standing on the road, and then we just want to lock the handlebars and remove the key. So move the bars all the way to the left, push the key in slightly and turn it anti-clockwise to the lock position. If it doesn't turn all the way, wiggle the bars as you're turning it. There we go. Now wiggle the bars to show that they're locked. Excellent. Now you can step back onto the curb if you want to. And then you've parked up the bike. So, easiest way to remember the sequence. The key and the clutch are always next to each other in the pair, in the sequence. So when you're shutting down the bike, it's always key off, clutch out. When you're starting the bike back up, we don't get onto it again until we're ready to start the bike back up. So then key, clutch, okay? In the middle of the sequence is the rear brake and the side stand. So we're either always getting on one or the other in the middle of the sequence. So don't touch your clutch until you've got your foot on that rear brake. Okay? And then we always lock or unlock the handlebars when we're off the bike. Cool? Alright, so now we're just going to do the same thing now, but in reverse. So when you're ready, jumping back on the bike. There we go. Jumping back on the bike. First things first, bring up the side stand. Yep, now we put our foot on the rear brake. Now we can bring the clutch in and turn the bike on. Excellent. This whole sequence is designed to stop you from rolling backwards, okay? Doesn't honestly matter how you do this, but if you roll backwards, that's where you're going to lose your points on the test. Cool, so we're going to run through this and see how much you remember. So parking the bike up as if we're going to the shops. Nope. There we go. Then wiggle, yep, brilliant. Okay, the reason why we don't want to lock the handlebars when we're on the bike, and the reason why we don't want to get on the bike while the bars are locked, is if we get on the bike and our foot slips, our first reaction is to turn those bars to get our balance back. But we're not gonna be able to. So then the bike's just gonna fall, probably break your leg. So yeah, always lock and unlock the handlebars when you're off the bike, okay? Same thing when you're getting off the bike. If you lock your handlebars first and then you go to get off and then your foot slips, same situation. So yeah, always lock and unlock the handlebars when you're off the bike. Alright, so when you're ready, jumping back on again. Excellent, good job. Now, normally they do this and you end up having to do a hill start. So normally they do this on a hill like where we are now. So yes, surprise, surprise, we're going to have to do a hill start now. So when you take off, it's the same way you take off from the side of the road, mirror, indicate, look over your shoulder, etc. But when you take off, get your revs up a little bit higher than normal as you're letting out the clutch, feeling the bike starting to wanting to take off. Ease off your rear brake. So the rear brake's kind of like the handbrake in a car. Okay, when you feel that bike wanting to take off, then get off your rear brake. Okay? Alright, so as long as you don't roll backwards, then you've done a good hill start. We're going to turn right down the next side street, okay? Excellent, good job. So turning right here, and then we're going to turn right down the alleyway. Bit of a corner cut there. Turning right down the alleyway. Then we're just going to go right down through all the alleyways. Right at the very end, we're going to be turning left, okay?